Our Shalom Akim, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim out there pushing his word in truth and sincerity, enduring afflictions as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai. All right, so I'm in transit right now, and the Spirit jumped on me. To do a quick little lesson before I go to slavery, and I wanted to talk about about oppression and how being in America, you're continually oppressed, and you're continually in sorrow, Now saying that sorrow is good for you, man. The sorrow is good for you, not giving you your pleasures, because the pleasure of this world, you know what it is, just wickedness, man, perverseness, wickedness, So let me go right into a scripture. This is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting. Okay? For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. The house, really, when you go into the house of mourning, is with the Akim, man. It's being in these scriptures. It's being in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, because you mourn for righteousness, and all you see is all around. I'm talking about all around you, man. It's all about wickedness. Not only is it about wickedness, but you're looked down upon. You're looked at as a bug out in society, and you're oppressed also. Okay, that pressure. Okay, you might not have money, or you subject to all these goddamn taxes, or all these bills. You can never get over. There's always a glass ceiling right there. That's Esau society. That's what he wants. He wants you to be discontinued. He wants you to have sorrow, but he wants you to have that sorrow and turn to him, so he can put a smile on your face. But we're supposed to turn to the Lord. This is verse 3. It is better to go to the house, sorrow is better than laughter. Right? And the scriptures say that folly is set in great dignity. Where is that folly set in great dignity? Here in America. Okay? America is a place where you can partake in folly. All right? 24 hours out of the day. You can indulge. You can indulge in those feel-good hormones by using those artificial substances in the form of drugs, or whether it be worshiping women, okay, whether it be all these wicked philosophies, just being around these people, so you can and be engulfed in that spirit of folly, watch basketball, football, become a fanatic, a fan. Okay, the scriptures say that sorrow is better than laughter, man. Being continually sorrow, being continually in a contrite spirit, continually being low, and what does that do? It makes you more spiritual. It makes you more spiritual. It makes you depend on Yahweh Shema Shai. It makes you hate this place, all right? Because you're supposed to hate everything moving here in America, save the brethren, save the elect. It says sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. And that's right, we have a sad countenance, man. When we're around brethren, we're around the Akim, yeah, our spirit is lifted up, because that's the image of Yahweh Shai, continuing on fighting in this truth, fighting against those demons, hearing testimonies of brothers, the Lord delivering them out of these great tribulations, out of these great afflictions, and then that strengthens, our spirit. Notwithstanding, the majority of the time you're by yourself. You're a soldier. You're solitary. You're in a solitary battle, okay, battling those demons in your mind, seeing the things that please you in this world, and you're not able to partake in them. Okay, Esau, he's putting that carrot in front of your face, you know, like the carrot in the rabbit or the horse, and he puts it out in front of your face. But the only way to indulge, the only way to receive or to partake and those pleasures is to sell out, become a demon. You know, worship him. That's what Satan wants you to do. He wants you to worship him. He wants you to deny the Most High. He wants to put all this pressure upon you in the form of oppression, whether it be you living in a damn house to house with relatives. You know, being around these people, just being around these people is enough to oppress you, because of their wicked thoughts. And then when they pretty much open up to you and they're blasphemers. They have no knowledge. Our people reject knowledge. Okay, you got these women. They'll dress provocative. You know, they got all the privy parts showing, and you can't touch them women, man. You can't touch them women unless you bow down and you worship the Queen of Heaven. You worship feminism. You worship women. Ultimately, the so-called white man. That's what the white man wants you to do. He wants to break you. Okay? Let me read that again. Sorrow is better than laughter. So when brothers are, there's of a sad countenance, which there's a balance to that. You're not, when I say sad countenance, you're, like the scriptures say, you're sighing and crying for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Okay? That's what that sorrow is talking about. You're not supposed to be your head down, moping, because the scriptures do say that lift up. How does it go? Let me bring it out in Romans the 13th chapter. Okay, about lifting up your heads because our salvation is very near. Let me bring that out real quick. And that's the spirit you're supposed to be in. At the same time, you see all these wicked works, man. All right, and then it upsets you. It makes you sorrowful because you have no power to execute judgment. You have no power to separate yourself. Okay, this is Romans 13:11. Knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Okay, so then pretty much you're supposed to be of a cheerful heart. Okay, you're supposed to be of a cheerful heart within this knowledge. You're going to be in a cheerful heart, and also you're going to be in a sorrowful heart. Let me go back, and then I'm going to bring out another scripture. It says, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the continent, the heart is made better. So your spirit, you become, you have a better spirit. You're able to judge things better. You're able to see things clearer, because you're not so fastening on your lust and your pleasures. What the scriptures say, that he that has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. So you have ceased from sin, and then you're going to be blameless through Yahushua. You're going to be blameless because you have suffered like Yahushua. So when the glory of Yahushua comes, when he comes in his great glory, you're going to be glorified with him also. Okay? It says, verse 4, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. Yeah, and you see that. Everything's about, feeling good. Everything's about making yourself, pleasing yourself in this place, in America. Okay? How can I make myself feel good? How can people serve me when they have no intentions of serving the Lord? And when things start getting rough, the roads start getting rocky, what do, man? They skedaddle. Right? Because this, that cross is too heavy to bear. Right? It's a very heavy burden, for brothers to bear the cross. Only through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai we're able to bear that cross. Let me bring out this scripture. This is 2 Peter 2:7. And delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. Yeah, that's right. When Lot was in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, and we know that America is likened unto Sodom and Egypt. So all those old ancient spirits from those different captivities, because we've been in captivity as a nation, man, since the inception of our nation, since the creation. We were born in captivity. We became a nation in captivity. All right. It says, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. You see that? So that mourning comes from that vexation of the unlawful deeds. You know, heathens running around, being demons. You know, your woman, Esau, being the primary principal demon of the planet Earth. You know, pushing out the vibration of homosexuality, pushing out the vibration of pretty much just being perverse. You know, being an atheist. You know, doing as thou wilt, being a Satanist, really. You know, so as a righteous man, or better to say as a man of understanding in these scriptures, which makes you righteous. Okay, you're vexed, man. You're like, man, this is like, God damn, how much worse can it be? So that's when that mourning kicks in, you know, and you're like, man, this is crazy. You know, you can't get the things that you want. You know, I mean, it's getting dangled right before your face. Well, ultimately, that's a good thing, man. That's not a bad thing. You know, this world would make you seem like that's bad. Well, that's actually good for your spirit, because if you were able to indulge in the pleasures of this world, right? Slakia. If you're able to indulge in the pleasures of this world, really it's going to destroy you. This is 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. So you see that everything inside the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, you know, being materialistic, having all these material things, so you can stunt, you know, because really it gives you pride. It gives you a sense of pride, like you're somebody. Oh, look, I got this new designer. I got this. I got that. You know, the lust of the eyes. You got, you know, you see all these things and you lust after them. All right, and not waiting upon the Lord to give them to you. All right, you become very ambiguous with your lust. You know, you become very forward, and then it can destroy you. You know, but that's all that's here in this world, man. There's nothing else in this. There's nothing else for a man of Yahweh Shema Shai in this captivity, man. It's polluted. Micah 2:10 talks about this. Talks about how it's polluted, and it shall destroy you with a sore destruction. So even partaking a little bit of the folly in America can destroy you, man. That's why you have to have balance. There has to be a balance there. Okay? It says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And then that's when that prize, that glory, that fame, that honor kicks in when the Lord comes back. So, I just want to do that quick lesson. All praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders. Shalom to the elect. And death to the nigger woman.